Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to my YouTube channel everybody. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a tier list about the anticipation of Phase 6. This past week at CinemaCon, the fourth Spider-Man film, Spider-Man Brand New Day, got a release date for July 31st, 2026, but also it is official, it is an official film on the official slate for Phase 6 of the MCU. But not only that, but we actually got a few projects to talk about when talking about the MCU in Phase 6 and my anticipation for it. So with that said, let's go in and get started talking about some of these projects. And we'll kick things off starting to talk about the Fantastic Four First Steps, which is the first project and first film of the MCU for Phase 6, as when we get Thunderbolts next month, it'll be the conclusion of Phase 5 of the MCU, and you'll get a big ranking for that. As for Fantastic Four, where do I sit on it? I'm going to put this one in I'm excited. I am excited for it. I think it's a cool film. It's going to be a cool film. I think the casting decisions, considering it took so long, like between 2019 and 2024, it took almost like 5 or 6 years to decide the cast of Fantastic Four. It feels like something that's so special that hopefully when we get the movie, the performances of the characters will be fantastic, and I cannot wait to see every single bit of it. But at the same time, creating something new with a 1960s vibe, all of that, I'm really excited. And hopefully we get a new trailer soon, because I really need it. Next up, we have Eyes of Wakanda, and I'm actually going to put this one in the interested category. I think the reason for this is because, I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to explore the world of Wakanda, you know. We've only gotten 2 Black Panther films, and the other ones Wakanda has appeared in were like a little bit of Civil War, and they were used as like the battlefield in the last 2 Avengers movies. So but at the same time, we don't really know much about Wakanda besides how it was created, some of the rulers, and what it holds, which is vibranium. I want to learn about these missions that happen in Wakanda. And with the animation that they're like showing us with it, we only got like a quick like minute of it. I'm excited for this series, dog. I mean, we haven't gotten a trailer yet, a full-length trailer, but I want to see this show. Next up, we have Marvel Zombies, and while a small part of me is still kind of excited for it, a small part of me is not. Because you think the What If universe and stuff, the animation of that, can save this type of thing? It cannot. What If cut off at 3 seasons when the show was supposed to be about infinite possibilities. And it was just a not so good show. So I have a little bit of disappointment issues with Marvel Zombies. I liked the Zombies episode in What If, but I'm not sure how this show is going to behold. Next up, we have Wonder Man, and I thought at first when I heard about this show, I was like, "Who is Wonder Man?" And then you see a little bit of the trailer with like Trevor Slattery from Iron Man 3 and Shang-Chi, and I'm like, "What is this show?" But then I realized there is something kind of cool. There is something going to be kind of cool about this, and discovering an actor. And so it's kind of taking that WandaVision type of storyline, but also making like a story about like an actor. But like, what if he was fighting and stuff? So it's kind of like the Fall Guy of the MCU. So I kind of have some hope for this series. If anything, I'm putting it in interested tier. I'm interested in Wonder Man. Now I don't know if I'm more interested in the stories of Wakanda. Then we have Daredevil Born Again Season 2. I'm very excited so I'm currently loving Season 1. Of course, you know, there's been some good episodes, some great episodes. However, I am very excited for the next two episodes we're getting, since the first half of this season, up to 1 to 7, they're like the past, the past team that did the show. The last two episodes are going to be the new team taking over the show and giving us what we wanted from the show, with action that we love and, goriness. And with the second season, I'm glad they're probably going to bring Muse back. I'm not sure how they're going to bring back Karen or Foggy. I hope the show is a lot more violent when it comes to action, but also, I'm excited that Daredevil is going to get a new suit with the double D's on his chest, and he's wearing a comic-accurate suit with the black suit that we saw in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which I'm very excited for. So, easily, I am there day one. Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, day one. Then we got the Punisher spinoff, the Punisher special. So, there's actually been rumors a lot that there will be a Punisher spinoff, a Punisher special, coming down the line, and it is confirmed that it will be in Phase 6, because Phase 5 doesn't really have much longer to live until May 2nd, so it's only got a month to live. That kind of sounds a little dark, but whatever. Punisher special. I am interested in this one. To be honest, I can't really make a fair opinion on this one because, granted, I love what they did with him in the Punisher show, but I don't really know if I can compare him based on what we saw in Daredevil Born Again as of yet, because we haven't really seen him much in that show. Besides the little banter that we had with Matt and Frank in that episode, it's just one episode. But I will say, I am interested to see how they can do it because, once again, I go to see Punisher for bloody and gory action and gunshots. And for the most part, the action in that show hasn't exactly been like the best. So hopefully the Punisher action in the last two episodes, or if he's in the last two episodes, or whatever he appears in, it's really good. So, yeah, I'm going to put this one in interested tier. Next up, we have Avengers Doomsday. So this is the next Avengers film, of course. Infinity War is my favorite movie of all time. And basically, this is kind of like the Infinity War of the MCU, where you're taking the Avengers, the Wakandans, the Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts, and now the Fox X-Men, and teaming them all up against Doctor Doom. And then you're going to get Secret Wars, where you're going to get everybody together. And that's going to be even more epic, more satisfying, and all that greatness. As for me, this is definitely one of my most anticipated films of the MCU. Mainly just because, there's a lot of work that needs to be done with this film. And they need to work to it in order to make it right. You need to find some time to develop all these characters. And you need to find some way to make this work. But at the same time, it's still an Avengers film, and you are trying to capture the essence of what you did with Endgame and Infinity War, and this is only the first step at that. So if they can succeed with this one, I just know Secret Wars will do just as good. And with the giant cast they announced for this movie, I'm excited. So easily, I'm there day one, easily. Then we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I'm actually going to put this one in excited. Now, I put this one in their day one for the Sony list, only because on fair account, but at the same time, this movie can either be a multiverse film or a street level movie. Unless it takes place before Avengers Doomsday, I am all there for it. If it takes place after and we're dealing with Spider-Man in the battle world, I will kind of be disappointed. But, it's a brand new day for Spider-Man. It's a brand new story for Spider-Man. And showing us the street level Spider-Man would be great. I kind of have a little faith in Dustin Daniel Cretton. But I just hope he does good with it. And especially, I know he'll do possibly great with the action sequences. But hopefully he does go with the story and we don't have Peter Parker singing Hotel California. And if anything, I'd probably prefer him to do that than to go. I'd probably prefer everything of that than to go do some multiverse shit. Like like Wong comes in to give him a multiverse mission. Spider-Man, we need help to go defeat Doctor Doom. Well, okay, we'll help with that. Okay, I'll help you with that. Or Hotel California. Like, I'd rather him do that. That's the most street level shit. Because that's street level. That's real life classic cinema. Anyways, we have Vision Quest. So, Vision Quest is a series that is kind of weird. Because, much like Agatha, in which Agatha is a character I like, and she's a nice spice to little shows like WandaVision, I'm not quite sure if I want to see a show with Vision. And I'm honestly just kind of tired of Vision at this point. I mean, granted, we haven't really gotten much of him, but I'm kind of tired of hearing about this series. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Like, what is going on with this series? And I just don't really know anything that's going on with it. So, honestly, I'm going to have to put this one in. I don't care. And, like, even the fact that Ultron is coming back, I kind of don't really care. Like, I don't know the story of this. Like, you make it's about a story about... Now, I will say this, like, Paul Bettany, I'm pretty sure will be great, so maybe it'll surprise me a little bit. But honestly, at this point, like, and maybe his interactions with humans will be kind of cool, and it'll probably be a lot more grounded, but will he be fighting anybody? Maybe Ultron. I'm not even sure. Maybe if Vision and Ultron have some moments together, it'll probably be really good. But honestly, I can't care less, because if I want moments like that, they need to be earned, and I can't really think of that of a way to it to be earned. Then we have Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. I was okay with the first Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season. I liked it. I thought it was okay. It just kind of didn't give me what I wanted from a Spider-Man show. It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, I get you were trying to do something different. I like that you added Peter in the comic accurate suit. I like the way you built up the underworld and stuff in the crime world in that show. But at the same time, especially when you came to the last 2 episodes, they felt kind of awkward. Like, I won't lie, they felt very awkward in the way they were presented. And the fact is that Norman was trying to build a machine to bring aliens to Earth, which basically just sets up the symbiote. Like, yeah, that's exciting, but you could have done a way better job of setting that up. Like, I think the way the symbiote was set up in No Way Home, where Venom goes back to his universe and you just see the symbiote laying there, that's much better than the way they did this last episode in this show. But at the same time, and, you know, I did like the way that this series, like, the Scorpion fight when he's fighting on him, and you see Peter, like, getting brutally beaten up and stuff. That was kind of fun. I kind of wish we saw more throughout the series, and maybe we will. Maybe even be able to see a team up between Spider-Man and Daredevil in the next season. Who knows? I hope that this series is good, and I'm going to put it, for right now, interested. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. And finally, we have Avengers Secret Wars. For me, this is the project that is going to be the kingdom of everything for the MCU. And right when summer starts, I have this plan that I will be starting to watch every single piece of Marvel content ever made. Not everyone that's ever made, like the ones that I haven't seen. So leading up to Avengers Doomsday, I'm gonna watch all the Marvel shows, all the Marvel content I haven't seen from the MCU, and then once Secret Wars falls around, that is when I get to start watching all the Marvel content, like all the ones I haven't seen yet. So that'll be fun. And as for Avengers, because that Avengers Secret Wars is basically going to involve everybody, like everyone. Whether it's the movie versions, the comic versions that we saw in the comics, the versions that you never even knew were a thing, like everything. So, for me, this is my most anticipated film, but also, I think this film can work in so many ways because the multiverse is such a unique, interesting, brilliant way. And if anything, this, like, sure, I know No Way Home was a great fan service movie. So was somewhat of Deadpool and Wolverine. And Multiverse of Madness didn't really do much with it. But Secret Wars, it has to work. If not, this is going to be, like, the biggest, like, thing in history where it just does not work. But we'll see what happens. So, but other than that, I'm there day one. And that is my tier list for Phase 6 of the MCU. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you could like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.